Again, favorite series, God of War, the Collection Edition, on the PS3 Greatest Hit Edition. I have these games on PlayStation 2 as well, but I wanted it to be remastered in HD. That's why I bought it, because this was remastered in HD. It does come with trophies now, and I've gotten platinum on all the God of Wars. It's not really that hard to do. I wish they would have made it a little bit more challenging, because people that aren't big fans of the series, can just go ahead and randomly get the trophies, and it doesn't really mean anything to the people that are hardcore fans of the series. If you're a hardcore fan of the series, you know what I'm talking about. You know that feeling. 10 out of 10 on both of them. God of War 2 is my all-time favorite of all the God of Wars, though. And I think that's because you can go back and replay with all the stuff you had before. I think that's why I like this one the most. Its gameplay is solid. The stories in these games are epic. It's not even a contest. I really do like this game, though. 10 out of 10, like I said. I got this at GameStop when it first came out. I got it for, I want to say it was $30? $30 for this game when it first came out at certain locations. I got it at GameStop, though. So, there's that. Next game. You guys heard me earlier on say that I was a big fan of first-person shooters. And I am. So I decided to pick up this game, and I was really kind of iffy on it. I didn't get it when it came out. I was going to, but then I was like, I better wait for a couple weeks, let other people play it, post videos on YouTube, watch reviews on it, And that is Brink. Now, this gets kind of a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people really don't like this game, and a lot of people do. And I'll tell you why a lot of people don't like this game. It's probably because of the fact that it's a fast-paced shooter. It's not Call of Duty. Plain out simple, it's not Call of Duty. It's super fast-paced. There's so much customization options in this game. You don't even know what to do with yourself. I got this game for $60 because it's still $60. It's only been, I don't know, I want to say 3 weeks since it came out. I'm not really sure on that. It's rated T for teen. I got it at GameStop again. GameStop is my favorite store of all time, in case you guys can't tell. I'm going to give this one probably a 9 out of 10, just in my personal opinion. These aren't professional ratings. I'm not a professional gamer or anything like that, just my personal opinions. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And the reason I say that is because I'm tired of all the first-person shooters that just are trying to copy Call of Duty. You can't copy Call of Duty. Call of Duty's Call of Duty. There's not going to be a off-brand Call of Duty that even matches it. The closest competition to Call of Duty is Battlefield Bad Company, which, by the way, I do like Battlefield Bad Company more than Call of Duty, but that's only because of the people that play them. If you go to play Battlefield Bad Company and you play Modern Warfare and you play both of them for an hour, you're going to notice there is a huge difference in the community that plays on both of them. I feel like Battlefield Bad Company is a good place to go to play a first-person shooter because there's not as many bitchy people. They don't bitch about everything in that game. They're calm, they're collected, it's just fun. When you play Call of Duty, it's more for a competition aspect. That's a game you play when you want to whoop some ass and run your mouth about it. So, that's what separates those two games, in my opinion. But, back to this game. I like this game. The campaign mode on this game, though, is a lot like the online, and the online's a lot like the campaign, if that makes sense. For those of you that don't have online, when you play campaign, you're not really going to be missing out on anything. And when you play online, you're not really going to be missing out on anything on campaign. So for people that like campaigns, you can go ahead and pick this up, and you know that the campaign's the same as the online. For people that like online, you don't have to worry about playing the campaign because the online's pretty much the campaign. I know that sounds really weird, but if you'd play it, you'd understand. Overall, I give this a 9 out of 10, like I said. It's a good game. Next game. Fallout 3 for the PlayStation 3. I had the Game of the Year edition, but I got rid of it because I wasn't a hardcore Fallout fan. It's a good game, great RPG. For those of you that don't know, Bethesda makes this, and Bethesda also makes Brink. They also make Elder Scrolls, Oblivion, and a bunch of other games that they're really good at their RPG kind of stuff. But this game right here, I'd probably have to give an 8.5 out of 10, because if you're a hardcore RPG fan, this really is a good choice for you. But if you're like an occasional RPG fan, it's also a good choice for you. But the problem is that I wouldn't say that it's a traditional RPG. It's not turn-based. It's completely open world. You know, you go, you do your missions, you level up, you get experience points for things, you level up certain abilities that you have, and all that good stuff. That part of the aspect of the RPG is on spot. But the reason I say that it's not a traditional RPG is because the story mode in this game kind of leans more towards a regular game story mode. And what I mean by that is, like, RPGs are known for their storytelling, very good storytelling, very, very, very good character interaction. This one more has a storyline of, like, you would expect from a regular first-person shooter. It's just kind of like, you know, bleak in the fact of it's not a very good storyline. The game's great. I like the story, but it's just not a traditional RPG storytelling. So for those of you that like RPGs, go ahead and pick this up. For you, those of you that don't like RPGs, go ahead and pick this up. Either way, it's a cross between the two. So for those of you that want to get into the RPG series, this is a game that I would recommend for you, because it's kind of like a cross between multiple different games, and so you kind of like don't feel like you're straying too far, and at the same time you get a little taste of RPG. So I got this for $40 at GameStop. Next, Halo 3. Anybody that owns an Xbox definitely has a Halo. They have 1, 2, 3, ODST, they have Wars, Reach, they have all of them. Or they have some of them. But either way, anybody that owns an Xbox at least has one of the Halos. One of them. I used to have Halo 1 and 2. I'm not a big Halo fan. I like Halo, but I don't like the online, if that makes sense. I know a lot of you are like, oh, the online's the best part of the game. I like the campaign more. I've always been a campaign kind of based guy. I'm not too big on the online thing. You have to have a really good game to make me want the online. But Halo 3 is very good campaign. Very good campaign. All the Halos have good campaigns. I got this for $60 when it came out for the Xbox 360. Really, I'd have to give this probably a 9.5 out of 10. It's a fun overall game. You got co-op. It's one of my most important features on a game. I love co-op games. I love playing with friends and stuff. And I'm not talking about playing with friends online. I'm talking about like playing with friends when they're over at your house and stuff like that. It's always fun to have a co-op game you guys can rush through and, you know, try and beat to your best of your abilities. But overall, Halo 3 is a good game. There's not really too much more to say about it. You guys know what Halo 3 is. So, I got this for brand new when it came out at GameStop, by the way. I think I already said that though. Next game. Prince of Persia for the 360. This game right here, this particular Prince of Persia, I was kind of disappointed in. They kind of went the shadow graphics route on it. For those of you that don't know what shadow graphics are, it's like cartoony looking, really shady looking. If you don't know what it is, just go ahead and look up a video on YouTube. I'm sure someone has a gameplay of it. I'm a huge Prince of Persia fan. I love Prince of Persia. But when I got to this one, I was a little bit disappointed because of the way they went. The gameplay in this game, though, is great. The story's great. It's just I wasn't a big fan of the graphics and how they tried to change the way it was. And I don't know, I kind of like the old, kind of like bulky player that ran around the map and did all these jumps. And now you got this like new redesign to him, and I wasn't too fond of it. It still is a Prince of Persia game. You're going to play it, you're going to be like, oh, this is Prince of Persia, without a doubt. You're going to know what it is. You're going to play it, the controls are going to be familiar, you're going to know what you're doing. It's just my personal opinion. So I'd have to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. So, I got this at GameStop for $30, by the way. Next one is Golden Axe. It's an RPG.